Hello, Nintendo Weekly fans! How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. I saw a bunch of Happy Fridays in chat. So, cheers to it finally being the weekend or almost the weekend, and cheers to geeking out with me about all things Nintendo. Welcome, Blue Regal. Thank you for the resub. I am dual streaming right now, so we are live on both Amazon Live as well as Twitch, so feel free to watch in either place, in both places at the same time. It's interesting, sometimes the delay is less on one than the other, so one of them slightly in the future. Fate Photo and Lucas, I see you over in Amazon chat. Thank you for being here today. Nintendo Weekly, if you're just joining us for the first time on a Nintendo Weekly, is where I basically get to nerd out about all the things I love about Nintendo, what's going on this week, fun finds, news, etc. And since we're finally in like spooky season, I don't know about you, but my house has started thinking about Halloween costumes. It made me think of this shirt that Nintendo was nice enough to send me probably last year, maybe even longer. This is my Peach costume. They have these, they're officially licensed Nintendo shirts, and they have them for all different characters. So if you want to do, I always joke around and call it like the lazy parent costume for trick-or-treating. That's very easy. That's essentially just a t-shirt. If you want to rock one of these, you can totally get these. At least on Amazon right now, they're slightly on sale too. So like the This Is My Peach costume is under $20. But I just think it's so cute and funny, right? It's great. It's great. But anyway, like I said, they make these in all different characters, so you can find them. But I thought that would be fun to show off for today's Nintendo Weekly Show and Tell, because we're still celebrating Super Mario Brothers' 40th anniversary. Woo! Yay! Love it. The other fun find I wanted to show off for like show and tell today is my game cartridge case, just because I feel like it's been a while since I showed it. But since we're talking about Switch 2 and the Switch OLED, you probably, like, your game library is probably getting bigger. And I love this little game card holder. It's what we use in my house to hold all the games. And you've got two, like, levels for it. So if you really want to be super organized, you could have, like, Switch 2 cartridges, Switch 1 cartridges, and it even has little holders for your micro SD or micro SD Express cards as well. But yeah, I think this is adorable, and so I wanted to shout this out as well. It's been a while since I showed that off. I got that as a gift for Mother's Day, I want to say, for my family. I actually put it on my wish list too. Chicago says you need to add some peach earrings to the t-shirt for sure. Happy Friday, Wizzy. How are you today? You're doing a Mario theme for Halloween? Comsci, dude, I love it. Amy's dressing up as Daisy. You'll be Luigi, of course. And Enzo's going to be Toad. Oh my gosh, that'll be the cutest thing ever. Please share pictures in the Discord. I want to see the pictures of that costume because that sounds great. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we're here for Nintendo Weekly to geek out about all things Nintendo. And since this is dual streamed on Amazon and Twitch, I have to shout out some really exciting news. So last week on Nintendo Weekly, I mentioned how the Switch 2 and the Switch 2 and Mario Kart bundle are finally available on Amazon, but it was by invitation only. I looked this week, no longer by invitation only, and in stock. Air horns. So if you wanted to pick them up, they're very easily available and now clickable in the carousel. But the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart bundle is the bundle that I got when I got my Switch 2. And you know, I had to wait up. I waited up at midnight launch to get this baby because I like really wanted to have it on day one because I'm that Nintendo fan, and that's okay. Yes, thank you for the air horn, Sergeant Nobody. I did the vocal air horn, and Sergeant Nobody did the real one. So thank you for that. But yeah, I got my Nintendo Switch 2 with the Mario Kart bundle. But you can get them separately if you want to. You just save about $30 by getting the bundle. Because if you buy Mario Kart World by itself, it's around $80. If you get it as the bundle price, it's only $50. So save yourself some money if you're going to be playing Mario Kart World anyway. And honestly, I absolutely love it. So go for it. Okay. News this week. There's so much Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack news this week. Shout out in chat if you've been following it. But Nintendo, by the way, reached out, heard Nintendo Weekly was back, reached out, and gifted me a Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack code, which was super nice of them. Let me go ahead and see. There we go. Product provided by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack. Thank you so much, Nintendo, for sending that my way. Now, I'm already a subscriber, so this is just going to help extend my Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack. But all of the big news this week is around that, so I wanted to go out and shout out Nintendo for sending that my way. Thank you. That was super nice of you. Okay, so let's talk about Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack when it comes to, I'll show it here on mine, but Game Boy Advance. Do I even have that? I thought I had it queued up. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. But this is something you can access via Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack. There are now 2 more games for the Game Boy Advance library. That's the news right now. Mr. Driller 2 and Klonoa Empire of Dreams are both newly added to that library. And again, if you're a Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack member, you get access to these as part of your membership. Mr. Driller 2 is a puzzle game that started in arcades. I've never played it. It was then ported to the Game Boy Advance for the system's Japanese launch. Has anybody in chat? Fate Photo says, go Nintendo. And Aries says, cool. Have any of you checked out either Mr. Driller 2 or Klonoa Empire of Dreams? Like, did you play them back in the day? Klonoa Empire of Dreams is another puzzler, but it's more of like a puzzler platformer. So you have to, you play as Klonoa, you take down enemies, you solve puzzles, and there's over 40 different levels that you go through. No, not Drill Dozer. Yes, Pokemon Trainer Tech Guy, this is an early Nintendo Weekly today because I am hosting Best Deals of the Week, but that's happening later. So the 2 got swapped. Normally Best Deals of the Week is early on Friday for me, and Nintendo Weekly is a little later. Today, it's the inverse. So I will always post the live schedule in the Discord for when things change. Okay, Ari, you have not had a chance to play them yet. Okay, and I see people in chat like, but anyway, if you want to play them, and again, you're a Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack member, if you are, then these will be arriving next week. So September 25th. 2025, which, by the way, speaking of swapped schedule stuff, that's when the next Nintendo Weekly is going to be. I know we rarely do Nintendo Weekly on a Thursday. It's always a Friday, but due to work, travel stuff, it's going to happen on Thursday, September 25th. So maybe we'll have to play one of these new Game Boy Advance titles. I'm also going to go ahead and put in, for those of you watching on Twitch chat, again, thank you, Nintendo, for sending a Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack code my way. I'm going to put a link in Twitch chat to see if you qualify for a 7-day free trial, if you wanted to check that out for yourself. And I'll pin it at the top of chat, too. Huzzah. Just so you have access to that. And if you're watching on Amazon, you can just click below or to the side of the stream to check out Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack. But the Game Boy Advance app part of that was also recently updated to version 3.0. So this is alongside the release of Magical Vacation in Japan. The update includes button remapping options, 1080p support in handheld mode on the Switch too. So lots of fun Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack upgrades for the Game Boy Advance. Now let's talk about Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack upgrades for the Virtual Boy. I know we talked about this a little bit last week when we were covering the Nintendo Direct. Thank you for the hydrate reminder, my friend. Woo! We talked about this a little bit last week, and I think there was some confusion in chat over the Virtual Boy accessory, if it's going to be like Labo and cardboard, or if it's going to be like an actual replica of the original Virtual Boy. And so I did some digging since last week, and turns out it's going to be both. On February 17th, we'll get Virtual Boy Classics for Switch and Switch 2, so it will work with either generation of Switch that you might already have. And it will add games to Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack like Telero Boxer. I never had a Virtual Boy. If you had a Virtual Boy, please shout it out. Aries says, yes, can't wait to play them. Woo! I never had it. It was one of those things that I always passed in the toy aisle and was like, oh, one. And my mom was like, no. So I am excited to experience a lot of these for the first time. But we're going to get games like Telero Boxer, Galactic Pinball, and more. And there will be both a hardware replica of the original system that you put your Switch in that will sell for $99, as well as a cardboard model for $24.99. Both of them, you put your Switch or your Switch 2 in it, and then you'll be able to experience this. Let's see. Hi, James. How are you? It's been a bit. Good to see your name in chat. Bubba says, I still have a Virtual Boy and all the games for it. Bubba, does it still work? I love retro consoles, especially when they're still in good working condition. And I love that you have that. Chicago says, I had a Virtual Boy. I only owned Tennis and Wario Land. Well, Kid Trisha is very jelly of both of you because it was not something that I was able to have. But thanks to Nintendo Switch Online and Expansion Pack, it's something I'll be able to try out for myself finally on February 17th. So that's very exciting. Okay, other Nintendo Switch Online and Expansion Pack benefits. Just to kind of wrap it up in case people are like, I'm not sure what the difference is between Nintendo Switch Online and Expansion Pack. So Nintendo Switch Online allows you to have cloud saves, it allows you to play online games with other people, and it allows you access to some of the retro library. Now, if you go into Nintendo Switch Online and Expansion Pack, it adds Nintendo 64 Classic Library, Sega Genesis Classic titles. It also adds the DLC for Animal Crossing New Horizons, DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Splatoon 2 is all part of the expansion pack. So Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack. I was very excited for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC rollout as that happened. So that's why I already had a membership before Nintendo was nice enough to reach out. And, gift one, which was super nice of them. And now, if you have Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack membership, and you have a Switch 2, if you have both of those things, there's some Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack membership benefits that are specifically for the Switch 2, like GameCube games. Love it. As well as upgrade packs for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom to the Switch 2 version. That was also a surprise for me. So like I said, I waited up at midnight launch for this baby to get it. And granted, it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when I was setting it up because midnight launch. So I was a little bit loopy. But when I realized that I had like the free upgrade for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom with my Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack membership, so not really free, but like part of the membership I already had, that was a very joyous moment. That night was full of very joyous moments for a lot of reasons, but very exciting. Speaking of the Switch 2, you can use Game Chat. This is news too. You can use Game Chat without a Nintendo Switch Online membership during open access period, which is going on right now. So yay, very exciting. Yellow's VO, thank you for the resub. Bubba says your Virtual Boy worked the last time you fired it up, but it's been a while. But you said the lenses could have had the ribbon cables come unglued, which is typically how they fail. If so, you know how to fix it. High five, Bubba. High five for that. Did I ever have the U-Force controller for the NES? I don't think so. What did it look like? That wasn't the turbo controller, was it? I have the turbo controller. I had it. And thank you for sharing the Amazon chat link. So anyone that wants to chat in both places, you're welcome to. Please join in either place. Also, speaking of the Switch 2, let's go ahead and celebrate some other news. The Switch 2 has officially had over 2 million units sold. Again, air horns, celebrating. That's very exciting. And this weekend, I know we were celebrating during last Nintendo Weekly, but it is officially the Mario Brothers 40th anniversary. I believe it was September 13th. So it was last Saturday. But we're still celebrating, and Nintendo's celebrating all weekend long. With events happening at the Nintendo store in San Francisco and New York. So if you live near one of those stores, you can meet Mario and or challenge a Nintendo ambassador. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. So in New York, the event is today and tomorrow. So if you're near the New York store, today and tomorrow. And in San Francisco, it's tomorrow and Sunday. And the Challenge and Ambassador event, thank you for the air horn again. I love the backup. Thank you for the air horn again. U-Force was the laptop-looking controller with the infrared sensors. I did not have that. That sounds really cool, though. I did have the track and field mat, and I had Rob the Robot, and I had the turbo controller. I had a couple of the different blasters, like the orange one and the gray one. I had a pretty good collection for the 8-bit NES because I just went around and got them all. Jenna and Bob, thank you so much for following the Amazon channel. I appreciate you. Folks, again, if you live near San Francisco or New York and you want to participate in the Challenge and Ambassador thing, as far as I can tell, that's happening Saturday, September 27th. You can compete in a couple different games. You can compete in some of the more old school games, which you can access via Nintendo Switch Online membership, like Mario All-Stars, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64, and or one of my favorite Mario games of all time. Do I have the cartridge in here? I forget if I own it digitally or if I have the cartridge. If I have the cartridge, I don't have it in here right now. Super Mario Brothers Wonder is one of my favorites, mostly because my whole family can play it together and we have an awesome time doing so. But yeah, good luck if anyone lives near any of those stores and wants to go in person to challenge an ambassador. And if you get to meet Mario at San Francisco or New York stores for the celebration this weekend, please post your pictures in the Discord because I want to see them. I want to live vicariously through you. I don't live near New York or San Francisco, so I'm very jealous of anyone that gets a chance to do that. And again, all of this is to celebrate Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. It originally released for the NES in Japan on September 13th, 1985. And I'm laughing because I know last week everyone was like, no, I feel so old. But just know this is your relative age in relation to the Plumber Brothers, which is very exciting. And you can play, if you want to go back and play the original Super Mario Brothers, you can play that via Nintendo Switch Online if you have that membership. Let's see. I see James says, I can't decide if I want a Switch 2. I had planned on getting one because my original Switch has issues in handheld, but it just seemed a bit expensive. And, you know, I'm not sure if there's any exclusives I want on it yet. I will say, I know, James, it's been a while since you tuned into my streams, but DK Bonanza and Mario Kart World are both super fun. They're so fun. So feel free to tune into Nintendo Weekly streams and see if there's anything that you're like, I have to have that. And also, I've done like comparison videos between the previous gen and the new gen. But also, the Nintendo Switch OLED and the Nintendo Switch are still really good consoles. So, like, I'm never going to be the person that's like, oh, you absolutely have to get the new one. Like, get the one that's best for you. And these are still really great and have really great games. And, you know, a lot of the Nintendo Switch online and expansion pack stuff, not all of it, but a lot of it that I listed is available on all of them. Let's see. Metroid Prime 4 might convince me to do what you gotta do for money to get Switch 2. I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4 as well. But yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza you get to play as Donkey Kong and Pauline on a buddy adventure. And you know I'm a huge Pauline stan. Pauline, she is maybe my favorite character in the entire Nintendo-verse. I love Pauline stan, I love Pauline. So getting a little more Pauline origin story in that game makes me really, really happy. And Mario Kart World is also super, super fun. Knockout Tour is probably my favorite mode. I will say the first time I got to play it, Nintendo had a showcase here in LA for media and creators, and they had it set up so we were like all in rows on systems next to each other playing, and it was just, the energy in the room was so infectious and palpable. It was so much fun. And now that's the mode that I like to play. It's essentially, if you haven't played it before, Mario Kart World Knockout Tour is essentially where every race they knock out a couple players. So similar, think about games like Fall Guys, right? Where like after every round, some players get eliminated until it's just down to the top players. That's essentially how Knockout Tour mode works, and it is just an absolute blast. It's so much fun. So much fun. But I am also a huge Metroid fan, so I'm definitely looking forward to that too. And yeah, I mean, if you're watching on Amazon right now, a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about is clearly linked just below or just to the side of the stream. But if there's any Nintendo stuff that I'm talking about that you're like, ooh, what's that? Or Nintendo indie games, affectionately called Nindy games. If there's anything like that, you can also get eShop gift cards in the chat as well. So, in the chat, in the carousel. That's what I mean to say. That's what I mean to say. Oh, speaking of Donkey Kong Bonanza, I was just talking about how great Pauline is, which is true. But also, we covered this news last week, but more news for DK Bonanza is that there is new DLC available, announced in last week's Nintendo Direct, where you can explore Donkey Kong Island and Emerald Rush Challenge mode. I have not personally had a chance to dive into that yet, but I'm excited to. And I'm making myself smile right now that I said dive into that, because in the game you like dive down to the next levels. All right, I'm cracking myself up over here. But yes, I created Nintendo Weekly specifically so that I can nerd out about Nintendo. So thank you for being here with me for that. Donovan says, as the proud owner of a Switch OLED Mario Red Edition, we're twins, Donovan. I know you said that last week. You said that was so very well said, Trish. Thank you. Yes. I absolutely adore this console as well. In fact, in my house, the Nintendo Switch OLED is the console that lives down we kind of have like a play area for my son. And this lives in a dock down by the television in that area. So when the kids come over to like play games, if they want to play games, this is the console that they use. And then I have the Switch 2 up here in my streaming room so that I can stream games like Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. We were talking about games we were hyped for that are coming to Switch 2. So games that are coming to Switch 2 that you can pre-order now. Releasing next Nintendo Weekly, so September 25th, is Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Very excited about that. That's actually coming out for Switch and Switch 2. There is an Amazon exclusive edition that comes with a free physical poster for those of you that like to have the physical collectibles to go with it. But this summary is 24 tracks, 23 racers, 40 vehicles. It's going to be a great time and the biggest Sonic racing game yet, so that's super exciting. Last week on PC and console, this came out, but it's not quite out yet for Switch 2. Borderlands 4 is coming out for Switch 2 on October 3rd, so that's exciting for the Borderlands fans out there. Probably my most anticipated game coming out for the Switch 2 is Pokemon Legends Z to A. My son and I have really bonded the last 4 to 5 years over Pokemon. As he's gotten more into it, it's gotten me more into it, and now it's a thing that we enjoy together. We had the chance to go to the Pokemon World Championships in Anaheim together this year. We play Pokemon Go together regularly. We are big fans. The first video game that my son rolled credits on ever is Pokemon Sword. And we've played oodles of Pokemon games since then. And so Pokemon Z to A is very highly anticipated in my house. It will be the first time in the Pokemon RPG series that Pokemon has a real-time battle system. I'm a little nervous about it, in case you can't tell from my hands to my face. I'm a little nervous about it because I really like the turn-based. My son really likes the turn-based. And I'm worried if the combat timing is too tight, that it will kind of, my son's 8. I'm worried that it will maybe take him out of it. I have not had a chance to play it yet. I am reading what my fellow creators have said that have had a chance to play it. And so I'm hopeful that it will still be a massive, massive hit in my house. We're definitely going to get it. We've already pre-ordered it. Like, we're very excited about it, but we'll see. That any big change like that is exciting. Also, there was paid DLC announced for it at last week's Direct with new Mega Evolutions, which, again, the hype is very real in my house right now. The last pre-order that I wanted to hype up, because I love Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 is releasing October 30th for both the Switch and the Switch 2, and it's a fully modernized remake of 1 and 2. The pre-order incentive, if you do want to pre-order it, is that anyone who pre-orders Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake will receive a free, trouble-free travel kit in the game. So what that is meant to include is 1 pair of elevating shoes, 3 seeds of strength, 3 seeds of defense, 3 seeds of agility, 3 seeds of life, and 3 seeds of magic. So you get a little extra boost right up front if you do the pre-order for the people that are extra hyped. Fate Photo is shouting out Kirby Air Riders. I do love Kirby. I wonder if they have one of those, this is my Peach costume. I wonder if they have this is my Kirby costume. I don't know. I will have to search for it. But also, like we were saying earlier, if you are thinking like, well, what about the OLED screen? Or what about the existing Switch models? I still absolutely use and love. Let me go ahead and boop. My Nintendo Switch OLED. I think it's an absolutely great console. There's a lot of the pre-orders I was just listing are still coming out for this as well. So keep in mind that this is still great. It is also the only way to currently get an OLED screen on a Nintendo Switch. And it takes traditional micro SD cards, not micro SD Express cards, which is going to save you some money there as well on the expandable storage. The original Nintendo Switch is also still great. You're going to get, if you've never seen them side by side, there's a little difference in the kickstand design. There's a little difference in the sizing of the screen and the console itself, for sure. But the original Nintendo Switch, best-selling Switch console of all time, still really great. Lots of people love it. And then if you're only going to play in handheld mode, you might want to look at the Switch Lite. The Joy-Cons don't come off. It's for handheld mode only. But still, I'm an absolute super fan of those consoles, if that is what you're looking at. I also found if you get the Nintendo Switch Lite in the all gray version on Amazon right now, it is 19% off. You can save some money there. It's 19% off its normal price. And if you're like, oh man, excited, but you're worried about like what games you can still play. Again, a lot of the new releases are still coming out on Switch and Switch 2. And games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I shouted out before, one of my favorite games of all time and the best-selling Switch game of all time, is great to play with friends. That is a fantastic Switch game. As well as Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't have my Triforce necklace on today, but most days I do. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I know I have the cartridge for in here because I went on vacation once and didn't have it with me. And on the flight, I like to grind shrines. Like I like to find and figure out new shrines. And I didn't have it with me and I was very sad, but love it. Real great game. Real great game. Happy International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr! I didn't know it was International Talk Like a Pirate Day, Corgi. That's really fun. Jose, thank you so much for the follow over on Amazon if I did not say it before. All right, now I did want to. I know we talked a lot about this news. I did want to do some gameplay today. So that's it. That's all I had for news. If there was other Nintendo news that came out that you heard and want to talk about, please shout it out in chat. But that's everything that I found and had to talk about today. There's a baseball observation with a Nintendo reference. I guess, okay, Pokemon Trainer Tech Guy, we'll have to fact check this, I don't know if this is true, says Nintendo of America used to own a baseball team, and because of that, a Seattle baseball team, and because of that, there's a Nintendo ad in the left corner center field at the at the T-Mobile Park. Whoa! And the players have Nintendo Switch 2 patches on the sleeves of their jerseys. That's fun. Well, Nintendo of America is based out of Seattle, so that totally makes sense. Chicago says, I enjoyed both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild is my favorite, though. So much fun. I like them both. I wanted to check out, since I have Nintendo Switch Online and Expansion Pack, thanks again to Nintendo for sending me a code. You're very cool. Thank you so much. I did want to check out some of those GameCube games. So let me go ahead. I'm going to start that download if I don't already have it on here. Oh, I do already have it on here. Good job, me. Good job, me. I'm going to put this in the dock and get ready to show gameplay here. And I'll take out the Joy-Cons so that I can play. And this way, for anyone who has not seen any of this way we can all experience it together, which is really fun. And these are not games that I ever got a chance to play, so I'm probably going to be astronomically awful at them. So all backseat gaming, okay, and you can give me any pro tips you might have. Okay, let me switch us to... just so that I can see the screen and you can see the screen. We can all see the screen together is the idea. I'm giving it just a second to adjust. There we go. And boop, there we go. Okay, so we are now in the, So we are now in the Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Switch Online, and Expansion Pack library. Chibi Robo plug-in to adventure. Mario Smash Football. Super Mario Strikers. Wind Waker. That's why I have this, because we played some Wind Waker games we played Wind Waker before on stream. I believe it was a chat request. Soul Calibur 2. Okay, now on Amazon Live, since we're playing on Amazon Live, I can only play games that are rated E for everyone. So Wind Waker is a good option. We could also do Chibi Robo would be okay. Or Super Mario Strikers, which looks like a soccer game. So chat, it's up to you. Whether you're watching right now on Amazon chat or Twitch chat, please let me know what you would like to see. But these are all a part of my Nintendo Switch Online and Expansion Pack library that work with my Switch 2, which is really fun. So, okay, I see SDS says Strikers was fun. James really loves Wind Waker. Pernomo, thank you for following the Amazon channel. Crichtonian says Wind Waker. Since we just saw Wind Waker on stream recently, and I feel like it's like lots of people are feeling Strikers as well. I'm so curious what Chibi Robo is, though. I'm so curious. All right, let's go ahead and check out Strikers. And see what happens.
Nintendo.
Oh, I love the little Nintendo. And I'm going to turn it up.
Level games.
How cute. Oh, so sassy, Wario. Wario's shaking a boot. Now, will the fact that I'm awful at sports in real life affect me in this game? Let's find out. Only one way to find out. Chicago says maybe we can do 50 minutes of Strikers and 50 minutes of Chibi Robo. I love that idea. Grudge match, cup battles, locked custom battles. Let's do Strikers 101 because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, we got some unknown characters. You know what? Let's play. There's no Pauline to play as. So I'll play as Peach. Since I have this is my Peach costume shirt that I shared today. Oh, Birdo. Birdo is my second fave. If I can't play Pauline, I will play Birdo. So Peach and Birdo is one team. Oh, and the other team. Let's go against, we have to have Mario in. Mario and Hammer Bro. No, Mario and Toad. Mario and Toad. Oh, is it multiplayer only? Maybe it's not single player. No, come on. That can't be. Player 1. That team. Okay, yes, got it. I'm picking it up now. You're picturing Toads now as soccer hooligans. Training lessons, free prep. Let's do training lessons. Turbo running. The turbo run allows your player to run faster. Now, I am currently not playing on the Nintendo Game Boy controller, which they have one specifically made for the Switch. I'm not playing on that right now. So we might have to do a little, button guesswork. The turbo run allows your player to run faster. Okay. Press and hold right to do that. Okay. Oh, we could watch a movie about it. Oh, so we just read about it. Ground passing is effective. We press A to do that. I'm going to go through it real fast then. You know what? I'm just going to go to free practice because YOLO. Oh, I love her outfit. No! I'm going to switch to Birdo. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm switching characters too much. Yes! Yes! I stole it. Okay, come on, Birdo. Yeah. No. Yes. No, that was a pass. Okay, how do I... Oh, that's how I shoot. Okay. Okay. Yeah! No! No! Give it to Peach! This is really fun. No! Oh, good job, goalie. Good job, goalie. Okay, Mario's kind of all over this. Oh, Mario. I like how it's like your team captain. And then your secondary is the rest of your team. Nope. Get it. Go. Yes. Oh, it's very hard to get it past the goalie. Oh! Ooh. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, that was too close for comfort, Mario. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button to block. No, no, no. Oh. Where is the rest of my team? I'm sure there are much finer strategic points to this that I'm just not aware of yet. Oh, no. Pass interception. Comsci dude, I love the soccer cheers in chat. Thank you. Geronima, thank you so much for following the Amazon channel. No! How do I get it in? But if I had 2 controllers plugged in, or up to 4, I'm sure I could probably... Oh, I see you hold it. Pass to Peach. No, no. Toad, not for you. Oh, that was a hard... Oh, and then I knocked... That's how you do it. Okay. Give me that. No, Mario. Give me that. Free practice is honestly, this is a great way to learn. I also love that Peach just did like the ha-cha sound that I know from Smash Bros. So well. Because I usually, I should say I frequently play as Peach in Smash Bros. Oh, I think if you can, like, get to the goalie. No, get it. Okay. Birdo, Birdo. If you can get the goalie a little discombobulated and then fire again very quickly. Ah! At least I'm not, like, getting absolutely bamboozled over here. I'm holding my own, you know? Yes! Woo! Did it! I love the replay. Goal! Okay, okay. I am gonna go out because I want to see the robot game as well. Okay. I'm gonna go back into GameCube. Don't shoot from too close. That definitely is it. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this one out. I know nothing about this. Happy birthday, Jenny. Oh, like our Jenny. Here you go. I got you this hat. I mean, it looks like she's wearing a hat on a hat. A frog hat with a hat on top of it. Well, she doesn't like that pink hat. You can't run around in a frog costume all day? Why not? I like the frog costume. Ribbit, ribbit. She has an active imagination. I'm into it. Okay. Wait, is the puppy the present? Oh, it's a bone. How did you wrap it? Okay. Now it's my turn. You're gonna love my gift. All right, is his gift the robot? Where's my frog hat? I know. Epic stream fail. What is that? Okay, apparently it's a very expensive gift. It looks like an air fryer to me, but I'm sure he didn't get her an air fryer. She's 8. What do you think, Jenny? You love it, right? Ribbit. Maybe it expands to be the robot? Oh, yeah. Get ready, Chibi Robo. It's almost showtime. What do you think? Should I flip the switch? Ribbit, ribbit. Woof. All right, get ready. Robo. I also think the frog hat is cool, frequency. I mean, this is an epic entrance. Yay, Chibi Robo! Oh, Mom is so concerned. I get it, Mom. Here, let's go again and put us on. I don't know if... Oh, Chibi Robo does have a category on Twitch. Hello there, Ribbit Ribbit. Arf. We're here to make you happy. I'm telling you, this is Chibi Robo. Amazing. Ribbit. Woof, woof. Is this a birthday party? You got that right. Uh-oh, Chibi Robo. It looks like we've come to the party empty-handed. We need to find a present for Jenny, and fast. Oh. How about that flower? Okay, we're saying yes. I'll leave the rest to you. All right, so this is how we control him. Oh, I love that he has like a little plug tail. Can he? Okay. Oh. I can pick up the plug if I need to. And if I just, okay, I can hold that. Can I pick up the flower? Whoa, 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 that's amazing. Jenny says ribbit. Now, it's gonna have thorns on it. Can I still pick it up? Oh, I can. I've got the rose. And I put it in my robo head? Hot diggity. Hot diggity dog. The dad's so funny. That's awesome. The parent game says, have I played and finished Donkey Kong on Switch 2? You're talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza. I have not finished it because I'm a real completionist and I want to collect all this stuff. But I think I'm on sub-level 602 or 603. Have you finished it, parent game? I love it. Donkey Kong Bonanza is a great time. You should try using your chibi copter. Wait, we can fly too? All you have to do is equip it. You can use it to slowly fall from high places. That way you won't hurt yourself. Whoa! Look at all these tools he's gonna have. This is great. Okay. Press A to equip it. Did it. And if you hold down A, you'll hover horizontally for a short time. It's handy when you want to fly over small gaps or drop from high places. Hey, listen up. Use the chibi copter, okay? Do you think... I don't want you to take a nasty fall. Okay, thanks. When you want to put it away, just press B. Do you think it will let me be a chaos gremlin and fly onto the cake? Oh. I am a chaos gremlin on the cake. But I don't think they want me to do that right now. Can I? Okay, I won't do that right now. I put it away. Now what? Hurry up and give that flower to Jenny. Okay, how do I get the flower out? This is an interesting view. I guess maybe I just go up to Jenny. Maybe I was supposed to be on the cake. Mrs. Sanderson made the cake. You can't eat anything anyway. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Oh. If you move next to an object and you see the exclamation point icon appear, press A to learn more about it. Okay, I'm going to Jenny. Ribbit? Chibi Robo. Give the rose to Jenny. Yes. Rose. Ribbit. Okay, I think she likes it. Oh, we got 20 happy points. I wish that's how it worked in real life. I wish I could complete things. And, Chicago says, I love the Chibi Robo amiibo. Wait, there's a Chibi Robo amiibo? Tell me more, please. Now I have to look it up because that sounds so awesome. But yeah, for those of you just tuning in that are like, wait, how do I play Chibi Robo? It's available as part of Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack if you have a Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, I wish we just got happy points. We got happy points and money for doing nice things? Spread the happiness. Earn happy points and moolah by making people happy. I love this! We're just making people happy. Let's do our best to get you into first place. Now that we've handed out presents, it's time for Jenny to blow out the candles. Okay? All right. 1, 2. Good job, Jenny. Happy birthday! This is a great opportunity to say if it's any of your birthday, for anybody watching, happy birthday to anyone in chat who's celebrating this week. My birthday was earlier this week, so we could be birthday week twinsies. And they kept on partying until late into the night. I mean, good for them. I fall asleep early. Chicago says the Chibi Robo amiibo came with the Nintendo 3DS game Chibi Robo Ziplash. Cool. All right, this is where I'm going to end some Chibi Robo, but you're all welcome to check it out, again, with Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack. But the GameCube library is for Switch 2 specifically. But again, feel free to check that out. And earlier this week, I teased that today's Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Weekly would have a big announcement. So it's a half announcement right now because I'm not officially ready to launch it yet. But again, Nintendo was kind enough to reach out and offer me a code for Nintendo Switch Online and expansion packs so that I could explore all these wonderful fun games with you. And they also asked if they could gift me with a Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart bundle. Now, as you know, I stayed up at the midnight launch to get my Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart bundle. So as this is a wonderful gift that I already have, I would like to impart the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart bundle to one of you. So the giveaway will officially be announced. And again, this is my giveaway. Nintendo's not doing the giveaway. I'm doing the giveaway because I already bought myself a Switch 2. So it was very nice of Nintendo to reach out and offer that. I like to pass on the good fortune to all of you. I will officially be announcing the giveaway at some point next week, probably announcing it on Instagram and Discord. So make sure you follow those platforms so you know when you will be able to enter to win. But I always say it, a lot of people ask in chat, what do I do with the tech that I get for review purposes or something like that that I can't personally use? And I always say, what I like to do with it is pass it on to a home that will really love and appreciate it. So a huge thank you to Nintendo of America for reaching out and offering to gift me the Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack, as well as a Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World bundle. I am using Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack to show you all the fun GameCube stuff, and I will be passing on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World bundle to one of you who's watching. But yes, I will officially announce that at some point next week, and then the winner will be announced live on a Nintendo Weekly episode. Dun, 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 dun. So all details coming in the future. So make sure that if you follow here on Amazon, make sure you follow, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Nintendo Weekly. Next Nintendo Weekly will be September 25th. If you are following on Twitch, please feel free to follow and turn on notifications there as well. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be able to pass this on to one of you. It's very, very cool. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. This is where I'm going to wrap up today's episode of Nintendo Weekly. Like I said, the next episode will be September 25th, probably around 1 p.m. Pacific time, as that's my usual Thursday streaming time. And it will air here on Amazon as well as here on Twitch in both places. And I will be live next on Amazon hosting Best Deals of the Week in approximately 1 hour. So I'm going to switch over my studio and get it ready for that. But thank you all for hanging out with me and nerding out a little bit with me about Nintendo. I love being able to do that. And I love that Nintendo Weekly is back from hiatus so that we have our weekly time to talk all things Nintendo. All right. Thank you all for being here, my friends. And I will see you all soon. If I do not see you on Best Deals of the Week, have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you for the Sunday Chill stream. Okay, my friends, be kind to one another. Bye.